In March of 2021, I was asked by the Senate Armed Services Committee what I thought the timeline might be for any potential conflict in the Taiwan Strait. I responded that I thought our concerns were, in fact, in the next 6 years. While I was fortunate to visit Taiwan just a little over 6 months ago, government officials there described the last 2 years in their security environment as the most severe in their history, with multi-domain blockade rehearsals and attack demonstrations from all directions, from all domains. The PRC continues its campaign to coerce, co-opt, and corrupt other countries and business and political elites across the region to undermine the overall security landscape. The PRC also continues its integration of PRC civil and military entities. It continues to deepen the reach of its national security laws, even affecting U.S. business in the PRC. And lastly, the PLA continues to follow Chairman Xi's edict to fight and win by 2027.
I think if you're in a kinetic war where munitions are flying, the natural result of that is all maritime shipping in the area will stop. A much more sudden and immediate severing of relations. And important American companies, and notably Apple, would likely see the value of their operations fall very substantially just because of their supply chain dependence on a mix of Taiwan and China. Of particular importance to the U.S., the flow of semiconductors out of Taiwan. That if you don't have the right chips, you can't produce a functional car. For some specific components, it would be almost impossible in the short run to find those components. I think your baseline would assume a near complete freeze of cross-border financial transactions and U.S. financial assets inside China would also likely be frozen. This is one of these jump kind of risk. Enormous amounts of instability in global financial markets. Those Americans who've invested in specific Chinese companies or who've invested in indexes that have some exposure to China would see a meaningful portion of their wealth impaired. It would be responsible for all those making significant investments to make their portfolios, to the extent possible, resilient in the face of this kind of shock.